Hello all, this is Zimnala coming at you with another adventure in Minutescape. We continue our struggles to escape this box. We just got a new ability and it looks like we get to choose between two, and we had just gotten comfortable with both shrink and slow. They work well to let us extend our runs, but shield seems to be the way to get the newest currency, so we're definitely gonna have to do some runs with it and start collecting resources. So we're definitely not going to last as long as before, you know? I don't intend to use shield as a way of like progressing like farther. I'm using it just in the sense that we need whatever resources it gives us for upgrades. I don't care if we lose this run as long as I keep progressing, you know? So, honestly, the shrink in this doesn't really work because it also shrinks the size of our shield, so... As you can see, it's not the worst, because at least we can pick a direction and block stuff. So it's not a terrible ability. Like, it is useful. It converts them into the monies. But we're definitely not going to make it as far. It's like, the other one's just better for survival, because they match each other. So that costs those. Time machine, of course. That sounds crazy. And the last one is the final currency we haven't reached yet. So of course we just want more income, and that'll help everything. More all income, that's crazy. So that is just another way to get more resources. So shrinking would also get us it, not just the bullets. So if we wanted to, we could just use one or the other, but I guess we might as well get them both ways? Question mark. Let's see how that works. So you have to get a certain amount closer. Okay. So once we start using that for the end game, it'll be good. Understood. I mean, if I alternate, it's not so bad on our survivability, but it's definitely not easy. We almost made 2 minutes though, and we weren't using slow. That did greatly increase our income though. And I guess increasing that would make our healing work better. So we're gonna continue to save up. So yeah, we're making good progress, I think. Now that we understand that mechanic a little better. Oh yeah, like it's... Without the slowdown, this is really hard for me to parse. But like the thing is, if we progress through this, I think it'll be better for us if we actually get the currency going. See what time travel is about. Speeds up time until it reaches its time limit. It is some of the effectiveness of each time you get hit. So wait. Oh, so it speeds up time. I guess it would make your runs faster, I guess. That's quite interesting. So I could do... Well, I guess I might as well do it a little faster. I don't know if I'll like that. It's already going a little too fast for me. So, we'll see what that looks like with that. But I will say the first 27 seconds going faster, not such a big deal. Yeah, see, that was absolutely fine. Like, I'm fine with that. Like, I don't think that actively made this more difficult, so... If they just find a way to reduce how long it takes to do the first little bit, that's probably fine. That's actually a very interesting quality of life. And it looks like it reverts on being hit, like it slows down as you get hit, so if you're having a bad time, it stops itself, which is nice. We are certainly getting a lot more purple, that's for sure. So we did finish out purple, that's nice. So it's only 10% faster currently, although this looks like this upgrades this a little bit. That's fine. A little bit. Well, we got farther, even though it's not going to match our thing for a little bit. So the last ability is 500, huh? So we want to get this to unlock this ability. Oh, it costs something that we don't have yet. Maybe not. But we are starting to get enough to afford these, at least. So far, I just want to spend it on more upgrades, so... So the fact that these green things make the same sound as me getting hit in the screen shake does throw me off a little bit. So So all I can do is kind of believe that I'm doing okay a lot of the time because I'm constantly getting that effect. So I'm following more my HP bar than anything else. Not that that's going so great either. Yes. It's definitely not chilling out. I mean, it was significantly easier to get longer, as long as I was using the slowdown effect, but this is getting us a lot of new currency stuff, so it's still worthwhile despite how visually distracting it is. So we're out of green. Up to 2,000 I could buy something, but I guess I'll start focusing on these. Make our box bigger. Who's gonna stop us? What I will say is that at least this one's going by really, really fast. Like this currency multiplier upgrade system. This currency can at least be gotten in multiple ways. And it doesn't have to be gotten at the end of a run. Because there's no point lasting another 30 seconds if I get half the currency, so this is still worth it even if we're not making it technically as far in time. Because so far there's no reward for making it longer, just more stuff. So we probably have enough upgrades to make it to that 230 mark if we were to switch back to slow, if I was to guess. So maybe there would be a new currency after the 230 mark. We'll investigate that. After I get the last of the multipliers for that money. Although theoretically we'll also make it to 230 this way, just it'll take longer. Well, we're getting there. Reducing the max speed of the bullets would be pretty handy. Still don't have anything good to buy with green, so I guess we're just going to convert that over still. That's fine. Which currency would help us the most? It's probably better just because it's the hardest one to get. Although we can't actually buy anything else with it yet. That's fine. So you may have noticed that we're actually getting smaller with each of those upgrades, so getting smaller is more effective now, and we even increased the size of our shield. So we are starting to get some good upgrades again for our abilities. There's also another ability that we could unlock. So far so okay. I'm starting to understand how to get farther in this situation a little bit. Well, look at you being a bunch of lasers. Well, that's definitely where you get the new stuff. And apparently you get shot with mini lasers. Let's see what they have to tell us. That's very, very important. Aim at blah 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 blah. You can guess what they do yourself. Get lost. What a friend. Oh, well, actually. Let's actually upgrade things. We'll have a better time. 400 to get that. 200 to break the box. 10 to go a little faster. 10 to get more challenges. Yeah, let's get challenged. Stuck, can't move. Oh, baby. Die in one hit. Can't use abilities. Those all sound awful, but you know, they give us multipliers it looks like, so we're gonna absolutely do them. Oh, you too. You have a good day. I don't see anything else to buy with purple, so I guess we're gonna convert purple as well as green. So one more run should have us in a good spot. That's expensive. Yikes. I don't think making things slower is gonna actually help us with the challenge, so let's, first of all, let's try not moving, so. Can still get currency, which is funny. Their accuracy isn't perfect. Good luck on us getting much of those. So we can't count on dodging these by, the next round by being small. Yeah, we're definitely not gonna live too much longer. There's a chance the other upgrade would actually do something for us that would help us. Although getting small did help a little bit in the beginning. Let's see what kind of a multiplier that actually gave us. 5%? Okay. Not the worst. Let's see how far we make it without getting hit. Not as far as the other one. Not even a multiplier. So tragic. Let's see how far we get without this, and then we'll consider the other one. This one I feel like we'll have a better chance at surviving longer than the previous one. Of course, because we can survive quite a few hits, but honestly it'll probably help us with the other one because it'll improve the ability options that we have. Dodging without abilities is pretty tricky. We might make it to close to 2 minutes if we are careful. Well, I mean, being careful is only relative, you know? see what we got us. 6%. Okay. Not the worst. I think we want to save up and multiply the income, of course. We don't have to be that conservative with yellow anymore. We used up that one. I say we give the health one more shot, and if we can't really get into the minute, because I think you have to reach a minute to actually get a benefit. So we did it. Let's see if we actually got a multiplier, see if I'm right. Yeah, 12%, it's not the worst. Well, we got our foot in the door. That's about what I was hoping for. Well, we did get a little further. And it's starting to get mad at us, which is funny. What's the next one? 4 minutes? Yeah. We got a big ol' shield. I think it's got full coverage now, so that's probably good for us. How much would we get for turning it all into it? That's actually quite a lot. Let's do that. More income for this will be good. See, this is so expensive that I feel like it's better to just do the cheaper ones. Yeah, green doesn't get us anything either, so let's convert that over as well. Not that that lets us buy anything in particular either. Still, if I figured it out right, that's gonna be a 50% increase. So now we don't have to pick a side, we don't have to aim, which is actually pretty nice. That's a really good upgrade. So they're less visually noticeable, those pluses, but what they aren't is they aren't less shaky of the screen, so it's a moderate improvement at best. Still, this shield improvement is going to reduce our chip damage a fair bit, so I do like it quite a bit. Oh, I thought it was a laser. If they're just charging, that's fine. And I guess the effect would be kind of similar, huh? Well, now we're over 3 minutes. Let's see what the last upgrade is. Shockwave. Huh. A deadly shockwave. Oh, there's another green update hiding in the back. That's cute. That's cute. Oh, so far so okay. Oh, there's even more green things hiding in the back. That's interesting. We are still out of purple though, so that's gonna go into more red. As that'll lead into more upgrades. Yep, that should double the blue again. I mean, honestly, once you get used to it, this might be easier to play than with the slowdown, because while the slowdown was pretty effective, the going back and forth was pretty jarring. So it was only effective while I could do both. Whereas this, I can kind of alternate and it works out. It does involve two different styles of play, but you know, it's fine. I can even take a little period of time like this where I take just general damage and then I let both of them recharge to full and then go back to alternating a bit. And once blue gets involved, it starts getting a lot more complicated, but that was the best though, so far. We don't have anything to spend purple on, so I guess I'll turn it into this. Just so I can get the more for everything. Because that'll even help itself. If I understand it correctly. But I think overall we do want to spend more of it on the red than anything else, because more of the multipliers are hiding behind it than the other one. But we're getting closer and closer to breaking our box if we want to escape and figure out how that works. So our box is not the end of the game, I believe. I believe that we're basically a program that's trying to get someone else out. So it looked like there was an entirely separate way to play the game, so we're gonna actually look at that once we actually succeed at this stage of this. Because there's something that said like boss rush, and I don't know what it means by boss rush. I am a little intrigued. But we'll play through this first. Maybe look at the other mode a different day. I think making it up to the 2:30-minute mark is absolutely easy for our upgrade level now, so I don't anticipate us having significant problems with that going forward. So I doubt it actually ramps up at a point, and like unless it's like the last minute, that 4-minute mark, there was another message. So if there's another ramp up, that's where I'm expecting it. like the no, we don't actually want you to win kind of ramp up. So we'll see. It could also just keep up with that same level until the end. That would be interesting as well. Well, we're getting closer. So 800 would be another upgrade. Let's see how difficult it would be to buy that. If I'm looking at this, we might be able to barely squeak by it if we turn all of our purple into it. Yep. So we did it. A little bit more general regen doesn't hurt anyone. And we could almost assuredly make it farther in the survival things if we wanted to, so maybe we should consider that doing another round of those. Although the not getting hit one would not be significantly changed, I don't think. Because that's really just a matter of when you get overwhelmed, you know? Although we have been technically reducing how insane it can get with some of those upgrades, so I guess in a general sense it could be a little easier, but I think I got really far for my awareness. already, so take some chip damage just to let it regen before it gets crazy again. We made it past 4. Did the box just disappear on me too? Well, let's see what it says. Turn this game off and forget about it. I won't warn you again. Oh boy. Oh yeah, how many runs have we done now? 86? Yeah, that sounds about right. Let's break our box. Our box is broken. We are become speed. We'll regenerate, it's cheap. Still don't have an important thing to spend purple on, so that's interesting. So that just means I throw it into red and see where that gets us. Yeah, we'll increase that income. But yeah, this is where we're at. I'm gonna take another short break and then we will pick this up. Thank you all for watching and I'll catch you in a bit. Bye bye.